Seasonal Hand and Fingerprint Tree, Integrating Science and Visual Arts, presented by Hannah Fensky, Julie Jones, and Ann Kipp. Thank you for joining us, teachers and colleagues. Today we're going to show you a fun, creative activity that integrates both the Grade 1 Science and Arts curricula. This activity will fulfill the following Grade 1 Science expectations: understanding Earth and space systems, daily and seasonal changes. Specific expectation 2.4, use scientific inquiry research skills, including generating questions and knowledge acquired from previous investigations, to identify daily and/or seasonal changes and their effects. 2.6, use a variety of forms to communicate with different audiences and for a variety of purposes. Prior to the introduction of this activity, the topic of seasonal changes would have been introduced to the students. Specific expectation 3.2, define a cycle as a circular sequence of events. 3.5, describe changes in the appearance or behavior of living things that are adaptations to seasonal changes. This activity will also fulfill the following Grade 1 Arts expectations. Creating and presenting. D1.2, demonstrate an understanding of composition using principles of design to create narrative artworks or artworks on a theme or topic. D1.4, use a variety of materials, tools, and techniques to respond to design challenges. The materials needed for this activity are pencils, acrylic paints, paintbrushes, cups of water, tape, and 4 small canvases per student. Step 1. Turn the 4 small canvases over and place together to make one square. You can secure them on the back with tape to make it easier for your Grade 1 students. Step 2. Students can mark the back of their canvases, marking each season so they don't forget, and then they can paint each square to represent one of the seasons, whichever colors they may choose, that they feel represent spring, summer, fall, and winter. Step 3. Wait for the paint to dry, and once ready, the students will trace their wrist and hand over the center of the entire square, ensuring that at least one finger is in each square, representing the trunk and branches of a tree. Step 4. Students will now paint inside their hand, representing the trunk and the branches of a tree. Step 5. Students will now paint each square representing one of the seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. Step 6. Once the painting is dry, you can remove the tape from the back, and now the painting can be displayed by placing the 4 canvases in a square, leaving space in between. Voila! You have your 4-seasonal tree. Extension opportunities. There are many ways to extend this activity. In language, you could ask the students to create a poem about the 4 seasons, or they could write a short personal narrative of what the students like to do in each season. More activities could be integrated with the arts as well. You've been listening to Vivaldi's 4 Seasons throughout the presentation. Why not play Vivaldi's composition for your students and have them use musical instruments to represent the sounds of each season? You could also have your students create a skit or tableau representing the 4 seasons. It is important for us as educators to recognize the value of integrated teaching. STEAM uses cross-curricular experiences and a variety of deep content combined with discovery through real-world activities which maximize learning. It allows students to learn from their strengths and improve their weaker skills. It's a way of learning that maximizes the concept of divergent thinking. Using the arts in STEM makes the learning personal. It accentuates experiential, hands-on education and encourages creativity and problem solving. Thank you so much for joining us, and I really hope that you have a great time incorporating this activity with your students in your class.